Okay, I've been asked by a lot of people, mostly hunters, people who shoot expensive ammo, what is the best way to zero your gun but not break the bank spending a crap ton of money? So what I like to start with is about the 15-20 foot close-up, just to put you somewhere in the neighborhood. And then after that, we back it up to 25. I'll show you how we do it. Okay, for this video, we're in luck. I've got this gun. It's kind of a budget little setup that I'm putting together for 3-gun competition. I've had it a couple months. This is the first time I'm firing it, so new optic. Have no idea where it's going to be. So I'll take my first close range shot at the target just to see where I'm at. Make a bunch of dials, rotate it to get it somewhere where it should be, and then I should be okay to start shooting at 25. It only took me one round to get there. So we'll put the first one at close range on and then see where we are. Okay, so as you can see, we were pretty close. Usually further away than that, sometimes not. So I have 1 MOA increments. 1 MOA meaning basically 1 inch at 100 yards. Since we're at 25, we have to multiply the clicks. So 4 clicks is roughly 1 inch at this distance, give or take. So I was a few inches low, about 1 inch or so right. Made a few clicks. We'll fire a couple of shots, see where it's at. I'm not expecting a whole lot on the grouping because it's bulk ammo and the fact that it's brand new. There's been 0 barrel break-in, so this is a fresh off the press kind of gun. I had to go down and make my dot a little bigger. Sun's glaring right in my face, so that way I was able to actually see it. So we'll go down range and see where we are. First 3 rounds after my preliminary adjustment. Hopefully we're somewhere close. Okay, so we had the first few shots after that kind of major adjustments, try to get it in there. As you can see, it was still a little bit right and it was high. So I made some adjustments from there. Try to dial it in closer. I made that dot a little bit bigger because it was hard to see with the sun glaring in my eyes. I mean, it's very tough with a non-magnified optic to get too precise out here. Typically when I zero my rifles, I zero them for 50 yards instead of 25. And just knowing these platforms, I tend to go a little bit below the bullseye with these just because then when I take it to 50, I'm usually about on. You'll be just a little low at 50 if you're zeroed for 25. So, or you'll be a little bit high at 20 or at 50 if you're 0 for 25. So if you're a little low at 25 with an AR, then that's going to be right about on at 50. You can double check it when you extend the range out. So ideally, I can have something of a halfway decent group, a little bit low of the bullseye, and hopefully this time centered. I don't know why the right adjustments didn't move as much as I thought they would, but we'll find out this round. All right, let's go and see. Okay, here we are. Looks like I dialed it just a little bit too low. I generally prefer the low to be right about here, so I'll just simply hit it 1 click back up and should be good to go. I was actually kind of impressed. There's 2 rounds through 1 hole, and then here, that's the original one where we were off. Given the fact the gun's not broken in and it's just a red dot with the sun glaring in my eyes. But that's pretty much right about where I want to be, just a little bit. Like I said, I'm going to click that up 1 just to have my 50 right on where I want it. But yeah, I mean, you can try 2-shot groups if you're really steady instead of 3 to save more ammo. But we have a total here of 7 shots. Knowing my 1 click up, I mean, I'm good to go on 7 rounds. And like I said, if you take really good steady shots and you do 2-shot groups instead of 3, I mean, you could have gotten away with using 5 rounds to be pretty much right on the money. So just a little bit cheaper than sending about half a box or a full box downrange at 100 yards or 50 yards and you're not even on paper trying to figure out where the hell you got to go. That first initial one right here is what I like just because it gives me a ballpark so I can get myself somewhere where I need to be on paper when I start bringing it out to distance, even at 25.